Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Got another race here, first one for week 5 of the third season 2021. Gonna run fixed series late models here at Lanier. I got 60 laps, qualified 7th, still really trying to figure it out. Can get the car around the track, just not around very quickly, so gonna be working on it in the race. We are car number 7. So qualified right where we should be. Would love to pick up a couple spots, get a top 5. 14 cars in total, so we're mid-pack. Gonna have to avoid some chaos going off the start. Looks like the one car right ahead of us in 5th has got the possibility to cause some things. I'm sure he's gonna be driving to the front.
60 laps.
The 2 as
7.
well, we're gonna have to look out for. Sometimes can cause issues or not. So we're going to do as much as we can and just try to get around, stay out of all the wrecks that happen, as this place can be famous for that. So going to do the best that we can, try to keep it clean. That should help us hopefully pick up a spot or two if there are other wrecks along the way, and try to see what we can do. I didn't feel too bad about how I was using the tires in practice, so we're going to try to limit that. As I think the last 20 laps or so, if you save your tires, you really can pick up some time on everybody. So can do the best we can. We got one to go to the green. At least we're starting on the inside. That's always a good thing here, as it does tend to be a bottom side track, so it's nice to get on that lane to start, not have to worry about trying to get in front of somebody or getting freight trained. So get ready to go.
Okay, Jake, get ready.
Meter takes off. Let's get going.
Car outside. Still there.
This was real aggressive to get to the bottom, so
Clear outside.
gonna have people trying to push us out as well. We're gonna have to watch that coming into one.
6th place.
Car inside.
Washed up, we'll let them go. We'll probably get freight trained here, but I'd rather lose a spot or two than get wrecked.
Hold your line.
7th position.
Hold your line. Hold your line.
See me make a little bit of contact with the 12.
Keep it steady.
Trying to pinch him down, get back to the inside, but we're going to lose quite a few spots out of this, as well as once you get out of that top line, you're just going to be sent to the back.
Clear inside.
The car in front has just done a
Car low.
So we got a little bit of pressure, no pressure from the back, so a little bit of a gap, so we could try to let him by and fall in line and then reset.
Clear low.
E9.
Not the start we wanted, but we'll just settle and try to ride along, not lose touch, and then see if we can move back up back half of the race. I feel like some of these cars were going to be quicker than we just unfortunately did not have the favorite line. See, we got one wreck right there. We're gonna go high to avoid that. It'll give us a spot there. Allows everybody else behind to catch up though, but we lose touch with the leaders. But again, worth avoiding that to pick up the spot and avoid damage. See if we can get a spot or two here out of both of these, as I feel like we're both faster than the 12 and the 8, so just ride around, see what we can do. A few laps will probably start moving the brake bias back a little bit. So the 12 is going to try to get on the inside of the 8. We'll see if we can take that position going into 1 as well.
Car outside.
You've just done a 14.53.
Still there. He's still there. Still there. Still
Just try to
there.
work our way around the 12 as quickly as we can so that we can get rolling, see if we can get him out. Wasn't able to that time off of 2. Got the 13 getting real aggressive, so we're going to have to make the move relatively soon if we don't want to lose touch. Don't want to get run over. 12s get real aggressive going way down on the bottom, pushes up. Takes a really high entry into T3. I'm trying to hang with them as best as we can. Pulling a bit away from the 13, which helps release some of that pressure. Move the brake bias back a little bit. The lift as we barely brushed the wall there, got on the gas too early coming out of 4. Got pressure again from the 13, so we're going to try to protect the bottom lane as well while trying to catch back up to the 12. Absolutely lost touch with everybody else, so at this point it feels like we're racing for 6th. Fortunately, we might have been able to get back to him if we hadn't been held up, but still not very quick.
Your lap time was
Trying to use the apron a little more to get the car to rotate through the center of the corner. So we're slowly closing back in on the 12, so... Again, not even a third of the way through the race, so plenty of time left to get by him, but also don't want to lose touch too much, get on the gas too early. Should have been able to take advantage of the mistake for the 12 coming into the 1, but we hadn't run very well, so... Try to take advantage this time.
Car high.
See if we can keep him high going into
Still
3.
there. Clear to the outside.
And we're able to get by him, so we got clear track now, so almost 4 seconds up to 5th place, so it's going to take a lot to catch them, most likely a wreck or some sort of issue, so just going to try to reduce the pressure from 13, see if we can just get into a hole and kind of ride. So 13's really diving into the corner. He actually loses it off of 4 there, so that helps us out.
Gaining on this car.
Get some time.
3.7 seconds.
Buys us a little bit of time. The 12 is going to get a run. We didn't make any contact, so there should be no retaliation. We actually tapped the wall there. So I'll make sure we watch getting out of corners and not do that. A few more laps and move the brake bias back again. Really kind of just holding steady with the cars up front, which means I have the pace to hang with them. We're just too far back.
0.74. 6th place.
Gonna cross the line, complete lap 25. Got 35 left, long way to go. Trying to just ride now and save tires. Built ourselves a bit of a hole thanks to the 13 getting a little loose off of 4 and slowing that backpack down, so kind of ride and take advantage of this hole that we're in here. I'd love to challenge for 5th, I just don't see how we're going to make up the time.
1.06.
I'd like to slowly increase that gap out back if we can. But I'm not going to abuse the tires trying to do it either. Really feel like I'm being fairly careful on the right front overall. Again, we're about holding pace with everybody up front, so hard to gain too much time in these fixed series races, especially when you're in the top string stop split. You got guys that are higher iRating, know what they're doing. Get a little tight off the corner again, brush the wall.
Halfway home, fuel's good.
Gonna move the brake bias back again. Yeah, that we're halfway through the race, so.
The gap to Burgess behind is now 1.40.
Lost a couple tenths that lap to 5th, so really just kind of riding around at this point. Waiting to see if there will be any wrecks up front or anything that could allow us to get a position or two, but otherwise looks like it's likely going to be a 6th place, barring some sort of epic fail or drop off the last half of the race.
The gap in front is now 3.9.
Really trying to take care to not dive the car too hard into the corner and save the right front to avoid from heating it up.
Behind is now 1.72.
And here, based on that, we are pulling away from the 12. So, no pressure from behind at all. Looks like we're slowly catching up to the 5, but we'd have to make some serious gains to be able to get by them. Or it's up to 9, the 9 cars in 5th. We'd have to make some serious gains. We see some smoke. It looks like it was a lap car that had issues, so not unlikely for us to gain there. We got the lap car out in front.
Gap to Burgess. Behind is now
Shouldn't be a
2.6
factor.
seconds.
We'll catch him, but we'll have time to get around him. It won't cause any issues with anybody out back. See, we've actually lost a little bit of time to the 9, so again, we're just kind of in this hole, just riding around, clicking off laps. Definitely a bit of a difference to the start I had the week 4 when I was trying to run the SK races and getting wrecks right off the beginning. This one, really pretty clean so far. Just kind of got stuck, didn't qualify as well as we needed to, and got stuck behind a few slower cars that prevented us from getting there. 11 car moves high, thank you to him. Great thing for him to do, very respectful. Remove brake bias all the way back.
That lap was a 14.82. The gap to Burgess.
Gonna come by with
is now
18 to go.
2.9.
Just clicking off laps again, riding around. Just trying to do all that we can so that way if there is any trouble up front we can try to take advantage of it. Barely can start to see the 9 through the front window. But again, we're so far back, we're not going to be able to do anything unless there's some sort of wreck or problem up front. Just have to make sure next time we qualify a little better and not get freight trained on the outside.
The gap in front is now 3.6.
Car's feeling a bit tight through the center, but not anything horrific, so just having to slow it down a little more to roll it through, but trying to take care of the right front as best as we can.
14.84. Alright, Jake. Lap times are pretty consistent. The gap in front is now 3.3 seconds.
See, we're catching, but the problem is with only 13 more to go, it's going to have to make huge chunks every lap to be able to get up to him and have a couple laps to try to make the pass, so. You see the car that we have out front is actually, lap car looks like a 14.
The lap time was at 14.85.
Just kind of finding ourselves in a little groove here and just clicking off laps. Definitely catching the 9, but unfortunately, again, that gap was just so big that we weren't going to be able to make it up in the limited time that we had.
14.85.
We got 9 to go this time by.
You've just done a 14.84.
Absolutely no pressure, as we're about a third of a lap ahead of 7th, so
Race pace.
no pressure that way. Just trying to click off laps. Fortunately, it looks like a 6th place finish, which is an improvement off the qualifying start, better than we were expected finish, but
The gap in front is now 2.3
Really bummed that we
seconds.
got
That was a
caught up there and didn't have a chance to
14.93.
run for 5th. Would have loved to get a top 5 out of this. Got a little too hard on the gas too early there,
Just
caused it to push up, had to lift to avoid hitting the wall. Come across the line with 5 to go. Looks like the 14's getting really loose. He goes way high. We're going to try to stay low to get by him. Almost get drilled on the rear. Lucky to miss that one. That could have ended the race for us. Looks like some more smoke. Lap traffic up here having issues. 13's motor's going. Try to get around him as best as we can.
The gap in front is now 1.93.
Car low.
Stay high till we're called clear. Looks like he heads into the pit. You can see the 9, but unfortunately with 4 laps, we're not going to be able to do anything with him.
1-1.
See, we get a little too late, a little too hard on the brakes, get loose in the corner.
14.88.
Come to the line for the white flag.
The track temps increasing. It's now 88 Fahrenheit.
Just gonna roll the car around the track.
The gap ahead is now 1.87.
You see, we chopped about half the gap off to the 9, so definitely a better pace than him. I have to look at the lap times and see how we were holding with the leaders to see if we were even on pace with them or not. Nice to get a clean run in, able to improve a spot. So qualifying is definitely important in these races
Pit lane speed
sometimes.
limit
So
is 30 miles per hour.
jump out. We will take a look at the tires here. We'll take a look at the results and lap times. You can see 84, 83, about a 221 for the right front and a 212 for the right rear. So used them a little more than we wanted to, but not horrific. Would have liked to have been able to roll it a little bit better, but it will definitely take that. We will go take a look at the results. And you can see that was top split of 4:25.96, so relatively low strength of field. We were able to gain 26 in the I rating, 0.13 in the safety rating, about 0.2 off, a little more than 0.2 off the fast lap for the leader. We didn't really get a chance to turn a very quick lap off the start because we had a low line for the first lap and got freight trained, and the tires started falling off before we could ever click anything off that way. So take a look at the leader, see what he's running on the back end. You can see he was running right around 14.8, right in that area. So we were holding pace with the leader, maybe a little bit off. So learning how to qualify would definitely get us up there. Avoiding that traffic, we should be able to contend somewhere with these guys up front and feel a little bit better about the lap times. So remember to like and subscribe. Take a look for more videos. Going to try to get another open setup late model race out, possibly super late models for this week, and a couple road course races. So leave any comments and stay tuned for the next video. Thanks.